Great. I can see myself smiling at myself, which is just really weird. But we are live streaming on YouTube for a live episode of the Homeopathy Health Show. Welcome. I'm absolutely delighted to welcome Reeta Pohjonen, who joins me all the way from Reeta. I'll let you tell everybody because it's exciting.
Yes. So I am here in Helsinki, Finland.
Woohoo!
Lovely to see
Uh,
you all.
from Rita is very well known in the world of homeopathy. And we're going to talk a few things today. We're going to talk about the Helsinki School of Homeopathy, and we're also going to talk about Arctic remedies. But much, much more important, as far as Rita is concerned, at this moment in time, 25 years of practice, absolute magnificent congratulations to you for your service to humanity. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you so much, Atik. And it's really lovely to be here on the show. And to all you listeners out there, greetings from Finland, Helsinki. And yes, 25 years, a homeopath is going to actually be on the 22nd of January.
Ooh.
So I was a millennium homeopath, graduating just as we turned into the 2000. So I have practically been most of my life, like over half of my life, a homeopath or in the world of homeopathy. And it's lovely to see all the changes and it's lovely to reflect back. And it's so beautiful that you are hosting this talk show because it didn't happen back then.
I know technology, hey, but also it's such a nice opportunity to give back. And it's about empowering others, it's about education, it's about learning the knowledge, and also bringing everyone together. You know, we all serve humanity as homeopaths, as homeopathic practitioners, as doctors, like I say, around the world. And it's just so nice to know what everybody is doing and what they're up to. It's inspiring. It's certainly inspiring for me, Rita.
Lovely. Yes, it is so beautiful to have this podcast and to know what homeopaths are doing around the world. And, because all of us have our own way of doing homeopathy, how do we share our medicine?
Hmm.
I enjoy watching a lot of episodes from you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. So tell me, what have you been up to? I know that uh I mean, what's the Helsinki school been up to? I mean, what's been going on recently and how is how is the year planning out as far as students and how's that going? Give us an idea of what's
Mhm.
going on there.
So the school was actually built in the 80s. It came from the Netherlands.
Hmm.
So, but it has had many different owners. So I've been the principal for about 10 years now and owning a little bit longer and teaching just a little bit longer than that. And it is a small school, Finland. We have two schools in Finland. And but we've always had quite a good amount of homeopaths thinking about our population is just 5 million people, a little bit over.
It's not
And
bad.
yeah, it's not bad. Yeah. And we do collaborate with other schools. With Misha Norland's old school or the Norland school, we've done a lot of work, with them and with AHE and with Che and, with Indian homeopaths. The lovely thing about having a homeopathy school is that you can just invite people over. And
Yes.
we just had Ian Watson.
I was
So
just going to mention that.
he-
Fantastic.
yes, he was just teaching us the three principles for homeopaths. 10 years ago, I met him last time. We were like 10 years because that's when I did my three principles facilitator training with him and other three principles
Hmm.
trainers. So what is happening at our school is that we changed our 4-year curriculum into a 2-year curriculum because it seems like people want things a little bit faster and we were running the 4-year for really long and it's also a really huge container to carry for 4 years.
Hmm.
And now we meet more regularly, and I see that the students are like, they're so enthusiastic. We meet weekly, we meet together. We have a beautiful premises in the center of Helsinki. And then we have a Tuesday container where we invite lovely homeopaths from around the world.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Ian was on for a two-part special,
it
which
was
has gone out, as you know, on the Homeopathy Health Show. So yeah,
lovely.
it's wonderful to see that. Actually, You must send me pictures because I know you're going to be in the on the podcast next month. So
Definitely.
do send me some pictures of the school and Helsinki, and we can make some nice,
Yeah,
material, you know,
exactly.
put it
Yeah,
together. That
yeah.
would be nice. Now, something that's very interesting for me, certainly, and of course for the listeners who will listen now and listen back, is Arctic remedies. So do share how many remedies, how that came about.
Yes. So our school has always done remedies. We always have done provings. And one of the big things is that we've studied with Alice Timmerman. So, doing triturations since 20 years. And then I did my dynamics actually twice with Jeremy Sher. So, really inspired to do honey, money, and remedies as well. So we started doing remedies, and it wasn't an intention to
Hmm,
start looking at Arctic remedies. So we already started this about 2012, and it happened to be remedies from Finland. So they have been the thesis of students. Or then I had like a few study groups where we, did triturations together. And we are writing a book about all of them. We call them the shamanistic remedies of the Arctic. So there are actually remedies from really up north, like the northest is the Arctic sea water,
hmm,
Aquamarina arctica. And then, we have the indigenous people in Finland called the Sami people.
interesting.
So it is like a tribute to them because I have quite a few Sami customers.
Right.
And their land is very sacred. And, the midnight sun is amazing because in the summer 3 months, the sun doesn't come down.
Wow.
And at this time, sun doesn't come up. So you
Right.
can see the polarities of the dark and the light. And we wanted to study how those come out in remedies. Because actually, plants have 3 months to grow. Can you imagine what an amount of vital energy they have?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just amazing. And then they just die again. So we have 13 remedies that we've put together. And a student of ours is doing it as her thesis to translate them all into English. And our deadline is September next year.
Wonderful. So there'll be a book about them, yes, to
Yes,
explain.
yes, a book is coming
Mm,
about them. So when I was in Bali in Unleashing Homeopathy, I lectured the shamanistic remedies of the Arctic, just like about 8 of them.
mm.
The book will have at least 13. We are still negotiating a little bit that which ones we find really important to be over there. And I will be hosting our Tuesday container on the 10th of December
Mm.
at 4 o'clock English time, 6 o'clock Finnish time, about the shamanistic remedies of the Arctic in English, and everybody's welcome to join. I will share some links about that.
Yes, please do. Please
Yes,
do. It's interesting that these remedies have come about, and I wanted going to ask you, are they available? Is the
they are.
information available at the moment
Yes,
on if somebody wants to use them and
yes,
purchase them?
definitely. Yes, they are available. We are selling them, and the information is available shortly. But of course, when the book comes out, then you'll get the full picture of them, with the repertory and the rubrics and things like that.
So give us an example of one, maybe one of your favorites, if there is
Yes,
one.
yes.
Yeah.
So I'm dressed up according to the cloudberry.
Which is also the orange that is used in the painting at the back.
Actually, it is. This is a painting by a very famous paintress, Manuela Bosco in Finland. She is the great spirit. I really work with her. I'm at home actually at the moment, but yeah, she really embodies that, indigenous, because cloudberry is the gold of Finland.
Right.
It's a very expensive berry. It grows in the swamplands.
Mm.
And what we found in it, it was we have war trauma in Finland because of the war with Russia. So us women who were doing the trituration, we were put into a room with no trauma.
Mm.
We had the feeling of how it is to be a woman co-creating, with children, and the men were somehow on the outside, maybe hunting or something, because it took us way back in time before the wars. And it gave us, the consciousness how it is to be a healed sisterhood and how to have like a healed abundance. Because if you sell these cloudberries, they are worth like gold. They really are very expensive.
Mm.
So that was one of my favorites. Another one I could say, for example, for the sacred masculine was the Finnish sea eagle, Halietus albicella. So I wanted to do a free eagle. You know, we've got Halietus leucocephalus that I've used so much thanks to Jeremy Scher's beautiful proving. And this was from the west coast of Finland, from the Baltic Sea, and it really embodied when a man is in his full power, you know, with like this precision and clarity, and when your body is like in complete alignment.
Hmm.
These are like the key themes of it. Of course, it had all the things of the bird remedies. I've proved like 13 bird remedies. I just love birds. You know, I'm just really into birds. That, you know, we got neck aches and we got joint aches and things like that. But yeah, there was a beautiful, you know, upliftment of clarity of seeing things from the above. And yeah, it was really, really beautiful. So it was kind of like the opposite of the feminine cloudberry.
Interesting. And are they also, I mean, you would have a full proving, but do you find they're more for acutes, or are they more just generally can be prescribed classically or other ways
Both,
for
both.
patients?
I would maybe say that they are more into the constitutional
Mm,
prescribing. Yeah. So these that I mentioned were trituration provings. And then we have some other ones that, like we have blueberry, for example,
mm.
and that's like a really long Hahnemannian with, I don't know, 200 pages. Yeah,
Wow.
you know, like let's say 50 pages of rubrics.
Wow.
Yes. So
Okay.
there, but we've just been keeping them. Actually, I myself have been quite busy, and I'm really happy we are getting them out to the world because we've just had them at home, you know.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well, you know, when you're on the podcast, we can talk about this at length. We can use a few examples of the remedies, and I think that
definitely.
will be a good opportunity to actually introduce them in a comprehensive way, right? We
Yeah,
can go
yeah,
through them,
definitely.
you
I'm
know.
sure they are very usable for other people all around the world, you know.
Send me some pictures as well if you have, you
Yes,
know,
yes, I will, definitely.
of the Arctic remedies, and I think that will be good. So, what's in store for the future? Tell me for this coming year. It's my God, this year's gone so fast, hasn't it?
I know, I know.
There's so much to do yet still.
Yeah.
Eh? So,
Yeah, we need to wrap up things and be gentle with ourselves, I think, don't we?
yeah, I think I need a holiday. You know, that's what I need.
You do need a
Right? You
holiday.
can tell
Yes.
I'm just tired now.
Yeah. And of course, because we don't get so much light at the moment.
Yeah.
Today is a really beautiful sunny day here, but you know, we need some D vitamin. And so um, I feel year 2025 is like a master year. I'm
Mm,
also an astrologer, so you know, I do look at the stars and things. And with Pluto changing into Aquarius, it is definitely a time for homeopaths. It's
mm.
the rise of the homeopaths, definitely. And 25, they say masters meet every, you know, fourth of a century. And that's also one thing. And for myself, we are turning our school international. It's way due time. I mean, we've always had, all of our teachers are bilingual. And, you know, we've always had people from all around the world teaching. So what we're going to do, it will start from September. And most probably when our podcast will come out, I will be able to reveal the name. Now it's still a secret.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Yes, yes. So we're changing the name definitely. And the idea is that, you know, teaching is in English, but we've got tutors who speak 10 European languages. Can you believe that?
Wow.
No.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So our staff is really like well well languaged. So you can study in English, but then you can do your assignments in the language that you choose.
So basically, you've made it as easy as possible because it's
Yes. Yes.
comprehensive, right? That's
Yes.
comprehensive, isn't it?
That is,
That's so
and
good.
we do want to grow international homeopaths. So, you know, I think that, you know, the future of homeopathy is really international and you can stay anywhere. You can be a digital nomad, you know, and just do your work wherever you like to be in this planet.
You know, I love your passion and zeal. It so comes out, you know, when you
Thank
speak.
you.
You're so bubbly and so much love for homeopathy and what you do. And that's I resonate with that, of course. You
Yes.
know the stuff I get up to. So,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I love it. You know, you can feel that energy, even though we're on screen, right? But you can feel it. It's all
Yeah.
energy, right? It's
I don't know.
wonderful.
You know, when I started studying, I was 23, and on my first class, somebody showed me the ninth paragraph of Organon, and I was like, because I grew up in Africa, I've been a huge freedom fighter. I was supposed to be, a freedom lawyer or, human rights lawyer,
Right.
but life turned it another way, and I became a homeopath. So I've always felt like, to free people for their highest good, whatever it is, you
Mm.
know, we don't judge. And also at our school, we let the students do their thesis from the ninth paragraph. So we've had a homeopathic play, which you will hear about also, because we want to
Ooh,
go international with our homeopathic play. Yes.
interesting. That's a unique take on things.
Yes, it's lovely. It's lovely. We had like 200 people watching us. So we were spreading homeopathy through arts and play. So we really love the art of homeopathy. That's really like very strong with us. Also, we just had a painting about death because one of our students, and I'll send you a picture. It's really touching. So she lost a husband
Mm.
because he did suicide when she started studying homeopathy. And she wanted to do her thesis. She's a death doula. So she painted a beautiful picture of the swan, of a skeleton who is arsenicum, and ayahuasca, the trauma remedy from coming under. I mean, it's really touching. And of course, she already also made a book about the story about how to heal death trauma and so on. So we have a lot of fun at school. We try to keep it like very co-creative.
Mm.
Us teachers, we learn all the time from the students. Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah, yeah.
That's so, so good. It's brilliant. There's so many exciting things happening. And hey, listen, I don't want to give everything away in this live
No,
episode. This
we
is
will
just a
not.
taster. So
Yes,
for those listening, of course, Rita's going to be on the show soon. We're doing the recording soon, and I can't wait to share that with you. But hey, in the meantime, thank you so much. It's
thank
been
you.
absolutely fabulous. We're going to stay to talk, but I'm
Yes.
just going to close the YouTube stream, and that's going to go up on Instagram as well. So let me just